Well, let's do this. So what are we talking about?
You have to sync it, don't you?
And Zane, go with the theme song.
We don't need to sync it. It's already synced.
You know that we're just gonna put the actual
Oh my gosh.
new theme song over whatever you do right now.
Don't worry.
There's a new theme song?
Yeah, the editing god just cut everything that you just said out. It's perfectly fine.
My
Dude, that
God.
editing god's a douchebag. I hate that guy.
Wait, did the song already play, or is it going to play?
It's played future and past. It's in your future. It's in your past. It's in your future's past. Days of future past. Segue.
You do know that was a
My
good movie,
eyes
right?
No.
Right.
So it is June 30th right now as of recording.
Is that a fact? Is it June 30th?
Okay, no
It
one.
is-
Okay,
it
I
is
just have
in
to point this
fact
out.
June
No one
30th.
else can see this, but Sage has his face pressed against his pop filter right now.
I am probably the loudest of all of us.
Oh my god.
Everyone will hear every single thing I have to say.
You're like making love to your pop filter right now. You're like,
Predator.
I'm not making love to the pop filter. I'm making love to the audience's ears. Hello, audience.
What a brown noser. Trying to
wow.
get our audience to
Like,
love
favorite, and
him.
subscribe, baby.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Can you jerk off some more?
So we're recording this at
1:40.
2 a.m.
So,
pretty
yeah,
much.
2
We just
a.m.
got done filming.
Our little short for this next coming week.
Yeah,
Little action short.
we hope you guys are going to enjoy it.
You better enjoy it. I
'Cause-
swear to.
If you don't enjoy
Monkeys.
it, I'm gonna vomit on you. You're gonna like it.
Whoa.
Zane the vomit guy.
No, that's you. I was just taking your thing.
Nope, I'm passing the mantle.
Fine, next week it's Nate. I'm not keeping this.
Lots
Nope.
of stunts. We had Nate we were throwing Nate around like the whole day.
Hey, Tom Cruise better look out.
Dude,
I'm coming.
he's short, isn't he?
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's about my height.
You
So
could
shut
probably,
up.
He runs pretty fast
Well,
though.
you're short, so
I am short.
eat it.
Says the guy who's like 1 inch taller than me.
Well, says the
Whatever.
guy
Yeah.
who's 10 times
Which awesome
cooler.
segue.
Ooh.
Oblivion was amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
Segue to like
a Tom
that's
Cruise
a
movie.
That's a 2-year-old movie now.
Oh, I thought
Is
we were
that a
talking about
2-year-old
the...
movie?
Maybe
Oh my
it
god,
might
I
just be a
feel.
whole year.
Did you see Edge of
we were
Tomorrow,
talking
which
about
just
the video
recently came out?
No, I didn't. How was
Oh.
that?
It was pretty good. It was one of
Is
his
it
better
out?
films.
The trailers look pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mech suits.
I had a free ticket to that, but I was busy that day, so I couldn't do it.
You had a meeting that day that
I-
you decided to take on at the last minute.
Essentially.
I remember that.
I will see that movie eventually. Was it good though? I mean, like
Yeah, it was awesome.
like effects or like what was specifically great about it without spoiling it.
Just the use of the whole reincarnation and the dark comedy aspect that they had during some of the parts of the filming.
Huh. Dark
Yeah.
comedy. I did not picture that in that movie. That's odd.
It's a film about a guy who dies and has to retry. Over
Right,
and
but I
over
didn't
again.
think comedy was a part of it. I thought it was just, kind of straight up action. Action.
Accent.
It's an accent.
No, you have to
Straight up.
you have to combine genres
Straight up
now.
accent.
You have to
Straight
combine
up.
genres now. That's how you keep people hooked. That's how you get in their mind. That's how you make
how you get in their
love to that
pants.
brain.
Make love to your pop filter.
Vomit on it a
Pop
little.
filter, you
Oh
smell
my
so
God.
good.
What do you guys think that the Morpheus is gonna end up being, though?
Morpheus.
Yeah,
What's Morpheus?
Project
Uh,
Morpheus.
Sony's...
I'm out of the.
No, you know.
Oh, you mean the VR?
Yeah.
Sony's
Wow.
VR.
Wow. Segue of the year right there.
Hey, man. Hey.
I think he
Oh,
remembers it.
I
was totally
forgot to
thinking-
introduce it. All right, guys. So, welcome to the Light Runner. Nope.
At least it's LR.
Let me retract that. Welcome to the Speedlight
Welcome
podcast.
to the welcome to the
where we go as fast as possible to jump to every topic,
No,
and
wait.
you better keep up, otherwise you are gonna get burned.
I think we got a better name.
Hold on.
Dick Butts McGee podcast.
Dick Butts McGee podcast.
That is a reference to a video
Let's go.
you just made.
I guess we should introduce ourselves, right? This is Sage on
It's too late. You can't just halfway.
my
Wow.
mic. That's Zane making fun of me,
Yeah.
and Nate, who nobody really cares about.
I'm the host, you dick.
The host that introduces the show wrong every single time.
It's not wrong. I just decided to change the name because
Not wrong at all.
Yeah.
I want to see what
I'm
would happen
just-
to like somebody on a network. They were just like, yeah, I just decided to introduce like the Wheel of Fortune, but instead it was the circular wheel of happiness, and see how that goes.
it would have went
Why?
perfectly fine.
Of course it would have.
Hey, did you hear about the whole Coke new and classic Coke?
I told you this story like 2 days ago on a road trip. You are stealing my story, sir. How
Hey,
dare you? How
Obviously, I
dare
told
you.
it because I'm the first one to tell the audience about this story.
how dare you, sir?
Well,
That's
I
also
dare.
that's also not an old story.
And I
That's also
do.
not a new story. You are not talking about anything new or recent. We could talk about, although
Your mother.
RTX is coming up. RTX is pretty big.
What's
excited.
RTX?
What does that stand for? Like rump? Finish this joke for me, please, audience.
Rumples-
Oh, got him.
Rumple, still skin, teeth.
I'm like
Expo?
the teacher at a elementary school. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet until everyone quiets down.
I think you'd be a bad teacher.
I'd be
Yeah,
a
you'd
pretty
be
bad
the
teacher.
worst
I'm pretty sure the
teacher.
teachers
They would never-
usually tell you to
They would
sit.
never quiet down.
Yeah, considering that
It's
you-
Rooster Teeth's convention, which we'll be attending as guests, and not like not a media or anything like that. Unfortunately, this year, but
I'm going as media.
it's gonna be pretty cool. Got my schedule all scheduled out. It's gonna be pretty cool.
I don't get to go.
I'm excited.
Why don't you get to go?
Because I can't.
The powers that be.
Bang. That's it.
Ooh,
I'm not allowed to go.
that just got very depressing.
I know.
Almost as depressing as the beginning of The Last of Us.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
Segues are so good.
What are you doing?
I'm going to
Why
jump
are you
all
doing
over
this?
this podcast.
Do it.
Could you at least jump to something recent?
That is still recent.
It's not recent at
How-
all.
Wow, you have the shortest attention span. If that's not recent,
They
If
had
we
have
happened
to-
they had
only a year
DLC,
ago.
Final DLC come out already.
That
It's-
happened only a year ago. People
How
are
about-
still crying about
I guess
stuff
the PS4
like
still PS4 version's coming out
Yeah.
soon.
How
So I guess,
about-
I guess there you go.
How about I go through the list of games that release this week, and whenever something sounds cool, go ding 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 ding, and we'll talk about it.
Hold on, I
huh?
missed that one more time.
Ding 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 ding. Fuck you, Sage. Ding 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 ding.
I'm not doing the noise, but I will say stop.
I will say fuck you, Sage,
Okay,
but
okay.
that's it.
So
Stop. All right, so
God, I don't get any respect here.
To the next subject.
June 24th, Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasma for Vita, X Blaze Code for Vita, Transformers Rise of Darkspark, which just also came out Tuesday. Why did I say that?
I don't
Please
know.
Stop. Don't stare at me like that, Sage.
We're just
I'm
gonna
just-
see how long you go with this.
I'm just waiting to see how much I should care or not.
Wow.
Fine, you play.
I don't know any of these. So far,
Here,
you've
here.
not listed a single thing that
Well,
sounds
you
none
played-
of these
you
games
played-
have
you
been
played the
advertised
Swapper.
at all on TV.
I know. I mean, the Transformer game, I will say, might be kind of cool. But
I think the Transformers games in the past have been pretty cool. You know the Switcher,
buggy.
Yeah.
The Switcher.
Swapper. The
Oh, I do
Swapper.
know the Swapper. I have that on PC though.
Yeah, it just came out for PS3, PS4, and Vita on Tuesday.
Okay.
Came out for PC a long time ago.
Hey,
Shut up.
get over it.
Because PS4 is my love, and I sleep with her every night, and we cuddle, and
It's a machine.
Dragon Ball D's.
Where can you even put it?
Nate,
Right
are
in
you really
the-
are you
like the-
really like actually entertaining
in,
this
like, the
thought?
car.
right in the disc slot.
In the disc slot?
Is that what we're
I'm an
doing?
interesting man.
That I'm pretty sure that would just hurt after a while.
I would think the HDMI port
shapes
would be
it.
better.
HDMI.
What?
That's very skinny,
I guess I'm just
buddy.
I'm just that
not
kinda
as
guy.
skinny as the disc slot.
Shh. We won't talk about it.
Zane's a disc man. I'm an HDMI man.
Something I think is cool that came
Wow.
out this week. An indie game, Shovel Knight. You may have heard of it, may not have.
Negative.
know.
We
You
did
know what
not
it's
hear
about?
about that.
It's a 2D. It's very Mega Man-esque, but very different at the same time. It's 2D. I think 16-bit platformer. You're a knight who has a shovel as a weapon, and he's trying to save his
Very
girl.
descriptive.
Yeah, it's supposed to go for the old style, which wasn't very story driven.
So from this list so far, I'm guessing that there's nothing very big.
No, but
at all.
Sniper Elite 3, I would say that's probably the biggest
I guess that is pretty.
one.
That's pretty big. I feel like that's like a
Sleeper hit.
medium level game, but and maybe I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying that, but I will say the one thing Sony does really well is they support their indie stuff, and I feel like a lot of that, except for Transformers, was probably all indie developers. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing pretty well at
Yeah,
at
also
advertising
Valiant
all that.
Hearts. That's an indie, I'm pretty sure. And
Oh, where
that's
you
on-
play as a dog?
Yeah. Well, not the whole time. You can switch to a dog. But Xbox is trying to up their game with the indie stuff, but they kind of fell behind because last year they
Right.
did a pretty shit job at it. So they're trying to catch up like they are with everything right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have a game announcement that I found out.
Did you make a game?
No, I didn't. I
How's
did
a
not
lot of
make a game.
mayonnaise doing?
A lot of mayonnaise is still doing awful.
My company
Rock-
is doing amazing.
Rock Simulator just got approved for
What is
Steam
Rock
Greenlight.
Simulator?
You simulate a rock.
Is there anything
A
other
rock
than
slide?
sitting or
Wait. Do I get to?
I mean, there's erosion. There's
Is there seriously?
animal
Do I get
life
to?
that pushes you around.
Are you serious?
Do I get to roll and create a rock slide that demolishes every vehicle?
If you're a rock that starts on a mountain, yes. If not, you'll have to wait till nature takes you up the mountain, which could be a while.
So what you're telling me is I stare at a rock, and and there's no controls. You just stare at a rock.
Now this game is in Steam Greenlight, so it's undetermined, but the mechanics of the rock simulation has not been completely figured out. Whether or not you're a small pebble, maybe you're a big boulder. I mean, those are all rocks. I mean, you know,
Is this a
You could be a
joke?
mountain.
you could be
This
a
is a
mountain.
joke?
I have no clue. I saw it.
I hope it's a joke.
I saw a
'cause
news thing.
Otherwise,
No, I hope it's
I'm
real.
sorry, Steam, but you guys do need some quality control on some of this stuff. Like, what do you guys? What do they do? Do they just like?
Nah, just let it all through.
They
I
Just make it all.
They're
I
just
think it's like a goat simulator sitch.
rock simulator. Stare at a rock. Perfect.
I think that's one of the easiest ways to make money in the gaming industry now for like indie people.
Simulations.
Make a simulator, make it cheap, and then everybody will be like, "Look at this funny thing I bought! I bought this simulator."
Well, the funny
and
thing.
if you make a good one, people buy it because it's good.
The funny thing is, and this is with the thing of Goat Simulator, is it literally is just, here's an engine, how can you break it? It doesn't, you don't have to play a goat in Goat Simulator for it to be funny. I could play a pig in Goat Simulator and it would still be
What?
funny. It doesn't make sense, I agree, but
It's really funny because the company that made
Called
that
Goat
game
Simulator. Don't.
had I think a beta or an alpha test for another game they're making come out.
Goat Simulator
Bear
3.
Simulator?
More
and it was
goaty.
from what I saw, it looked like a really, really actually like well designed game and really good. And it was like really weird to see the makers of
Well,
Goat Simulator.
That's because goat simulation games
Yeah.
are just an engine. There really isn't anything else put into them. It's just, here's an engine, go. I mean, it's the same thing with Farm Simulator. You literally just would go and fuck with the world. It's not like anyone to actually try to farm and grow crops in the thing. I mean, I guess there are those weird people that do that, but
You just insulted
Weird
all
people.
of the 3 people listening.
yeah.
By the end of this podcast, we're gonna have rocks being thrown, bricks, Molotovs.
Speaking
Right
of
through
rocks, the
this window.
Fantastic Four came out a couple years ago.
hey, I'm the one that does segues.
Oh.
Anyways,
I could go into announcements of this
No.
week. for
I know
gaming.
there's only one announcement that we found out that everyone should know. And if you guys did watch our latest Let's Play, you would know as well. But
So
The
let's go,
Last
let's do Let's
Guardian
Play.
Are you
is
gonna-
officially coming out
You
in October.
Mother.
Stop,
you are a
stop giving
liar
fake announcements.
and you are evil.
Hey guys, it's coming out.
It's
as
fake.
Soon as
Don't
soon as
listen
it's
to
done.
him. He's a liar.
As soon as it's done.
I'm looking at him. He's crossing his fingers.
As soon as it's done on its vacation with Half-Life 3, Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, freaking Agency.
Somebody's bitter.
Hey, this is why I say
Somebody's
there's such a thing
pissed.
as announcing a game too early.
I'm just gonna turn his audio down at this point. I'm
No,
just gonna be like,
And if anyone agrees with me, just post below. I'm serious. Everyone can agree. There's such thing as announcing a game too early.
Everyone agrees with you, Nate. Listen, everybody's friends here. We're all good.
Well, of course there's things with announcing games too early.
Don't be
You
jealous.
lose the hype, man. Watch Dogs, maybe a little too early, right?
No, the problem with Watch Dogs is they just promised too much and delivered on too little. They promised this beautiful looking game and everything like that and had to down-res everything. Now that might be because
Delayed
of console or
to
whatever.
de-res.
Did you guys hear about
if they didn't hype it up as much as they did, people probably would have had like a better reaction to it.
Yep.
Because I think it's an okay game.
But did you guys see the mod that came out for the PC Watch
PC?
Dogs? It was
Sure, it makes it amazing, right?
Basically what it was is somebody found in the game's coding that there's these files that were labeled for E3 E3 textures.
Yeah.
Apparently the textures make the game unstable, but the guy unlocked them, which made the game look like what it did when they showed it off at E3.
Yeah.
So obviously at some point they down-resed it.
Yep. To
E3
make it more stable, but that's the thing. Announcing it too early and then delaying it because you had to de-res it. You should have just delayed it so you could get it up to where it's supposed to be.
Well, and I mean, I guess it is E3. You have to show the best thing you can, but at the same time, like that's such a big lie, you know.
Yeah.
Don't show something that you're not gonna deliver on.
Yeah.
The
Or
cake is
something
a
that you're
lie.
just gonna delay forever because you announced it too early.
I mean, problems happen and everything like that. You do have to build hype for games, but I agree it was probably too early. My biggest problem was more so the fact that it's just you don't. If you say it's gonna be a certain way, you deliver it on that certain way. You don't down-res it and then say, oh, it's the same game. Whenever it's like this isn't at all what I saw.
Yeah.
It would be one thing if they were like, here's a demo of the game. I could play the game and I could be like, all right, it plays the same. It just looks a little bit more
A
de-res.
little wonky.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's gonna have beautiful graphics, beautiful this, beautiful that. Honestly, it actually probably looks worse than GTA, and that's
No, it does.
That's a pretty low bar.
I saw a scene. Just one thing was like hair graphics have gone up a lot over time, and this woman's hair was like PlayStation 2 generation hair. It was a block on her head.
I'm sorry. It's just. Ugh.
And she was a main character.
I mean,
That's
I get
gross.
it.
Which is
Stabilization.
even worse.
Hopefully, one day, because these textures still exist, maybe they can figure it out and release it in an update. That would be awesome. But for right now, I think a little bit of it might be the fact that they down-resed it for consoles. I just don't. I feel like they showed a bunch of PC footage, bunch of beautiful PC stuff.
For sure.
For
Yeah.
sure. But
And then they promised that it was gonna be that's the way that it looks on the console. Then it's just, oh no, and it's feels like it was such an amateur mistake for a company that's been in this industry for such a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna call out Square Enix on the same thing. Like, why the hell are you guys taking so long on something that you knew was gonna take this long, and announced it way too early?
Yeah.
Frickin' 10 years, guys.
There's also a possibility that and it might not be the developer's decision. It could also be a publisher decision that is the problem. I mean, you have to kind of give it to a thing where the publisher is the one that makes the hype and everything like that. Maybe we've just been, as of late, seeing a lot of publishers kind of fucking up their advertising.
I think that Square Enix publishes their own games.
Do they? So, I mean, Square Enix might not have the same thing, but I mean, you never know. It could be a problem like that of early hyping, but it's the same thing of everything's in competition with themselves. They're not gonna take away their own a hype train if they don't. Everybody's looking for game information at E3, so it seems like it's the best time.
But that's the bad thing was with Watch Dogs, they hyped it up so much that when they didn't deliver, pretty sure it hurt the game a lot more than it
Oh no, yeah.
Oh yeah.
if they were able to.
Actually, Game Dev Tycoon taught me that lesson very well. Don't overhype a game unless you can deliver. Because in that game, if you overhype it and like sell it out there, you get like 4s, 3s, 2s, 1s. Makes me sad. Makes me cry.
Wait, you guys have gotten 4s?
Now
I've gotten like 1s.
Now
you've gotten 1s? Oh
yeah,
my
straight
God.
up 1.
Now,
oh my God. I don't know if I can be on the same podcast with you guys.
No, but
you guys might tamper my game.
It was just me. But the thing was because in the future I made like a vocabulary, casual, text-based game because I thought that made sense.
No,
it's a casual vocabulary game.
No,
why wouldn't it be text-based?
No,
just
vocabulary.
Text-based on the game color, the Game Boy Color or whatever they call it in there.
Anything that's extremely boring, you put it on simulator. Vocabulary simulator, and I got a 7 on a vocabulary simulator.
Gross.
Trust me, man. Just do it that way. It's very disgusting. I would never make it in real life.
I'm gonna pause you guys real fast because you guys are talking about something that we haven't ever talked about on a podcast.
I said Game Dev Tycoon.
Right, we have
Game Dev Tycoon.
Congratulations, you said the title. I'm actually going to talk about what the game's about. Game Dev Tycoon is a indie developed game that you basically make.
Developer.
You're basically a game developer at the boom of the gaming industry. The gaming industry.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to manage yourself and grow as a company, where then you start managing other people. You manage your skills, things like that. I specifically want to. And for the game dev developers,
congratulations,
developers. I know you're listening. Of course you are, because everyone listens to this podcast. You guys made I hate you because because you guys have made a game that literally I will sit down, I will start playing, and then I'll look up at the clock and I'll be like, oh, it's 5 a.m. God damn it.
Also, didn't it say this was their first game?
Yeah. That is a beautiful first game.
That's
I
good.
congratulate you guys, and I also offer, hey, if you're looking for any more trainees, I definitely like to come work for you.
And for anyone who's not Game Dev Tycoon's developers, pick up this game. We bought it on Steam sale, so it was extremely cheap.
I think even without the sale, it's still
very
like
well made.
$7 right now.
Something that I think is really cool about the game. That's my favorite part about the game is the fact that it goes through real game game history, like
with a little twist.
It changes the names of the companies and everything.
Nintendo,
but everything that happens actually happened.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
started
really cool.
like back at the PC and
Commodore 64 is
Commodore 64,
whatever their
and then it goes like to present day. It's so awesome. But that basically
then it goes
like,
in the future. You actually got to the future, Nate.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna make.
Dude, I still don't understand how you guys are like failing.
No, I'm not failing anymore. I got 15 mil, and I am at the GameCube phase.
Wait, so what's your company name and how? What's your? no, I just want to know what's your.
Dunder Mifflin Games.
What's your fan?
Perfect
fan number.
Fan games.
106K.
And your money?
15 mil.
Cool. Sage.
I'm still kind of recovering from my last failed business. I owned a company called Oni Industries.
Okay.
And we went bankrupt at the PS2 era.
How many? Wait. How many fails? So how many fails have you guys had?
I've only had one. I still haven't. I haven't played since then because that was literally 2 straight days of my life.
And you just cried.
And it was just gone.
I've technically had 2, but one was because I decided to. My friend came over and I was like, "Let's play this game," and I was like, "I'll let you control this." Immediately bad idea.
Oh.
Sunk the company.
Damn.
Woohoo.
Okay, I will say that I had a similar experience, which most people might know. Similar with a lot of mayonnaise. We may be failing in the next episode. I don't know. As soon as we record it, we'll find out.
Yeah,
but
we're not doing too well.
Yeah, I've had one fail, I'll say, but Yami Eclipse is owning the game industry now.
It sounds like an Asian porn name.
Right now, we're owning. We're basically making the games industry our bitch. Over like 500,000 fans.
Now, I will say, Oni Industries before its bankruptcy,
600 million money.
Before Oni Industries bankruptcy, we did at least make
Concrete
it into
jungle.
game history. So I'll at least take that.
I think that's one of the easiest achievements to get in the game.
Yeah.
I at least made it into game. Listen, that's an
Game
accomplishment in
history.
of itself. My company made it into the game history, and somebody bought my company
Into the game
afterwards.
history?
Like-
How?
Like as in it sold like a certain amount and like was a perfect game on
yeah,
a
it tells
just
you when you make
recently
it.
released.
One time I got a 10 out of 10 game, so I made game history. Is what
You
they said.
mean perfect 10s across?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a simulator.
I missed it by 1-9. Freaking Game Hero. Apparently, I didn't sleep with enough of their.
And
And
PR.
something like
lawyers.
10 of them
Yeah.
still didn't get it.
Yeah, still didn't get it. I need to hire some more staff.
I wonder what that says about your sex life.
Ooh,
Shots fired.
Who are you?
2014.
Who are you? Hey, who's sitting by all
But
the
yeah.
guns in this room? Right?
It was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
I'm
Buy
actually
it,
gonna look up
play
the
it,
name of the
support
developers
it.
real fast.
Hopefully, these guys make another one that is equally amazing. Hopefully, these guys, run amazing business that starts creating AAAs like the next Final Fantasy, so I don't have to wait so
The
fucking
developers-
long for them to fucking release it and be
The-
all, oh, well, they delayed it
Take
to
your time,
de-res it, and
Take your time. Mate. Don't
you
worry,
know what?
nobody
Just go.
else needs to
We're
talk.
done.
Oh,
The developers, by the way, are named Greenheart Games.
oh, that's nice.
Green Heart.
You want to know what my favorite thing about this game is the fact that they put a little bug in the game where if you pirate it
Yeah.
to get it, it actually you are destined. Your game company is destined to fail because of
Because
pirating.
of pirating.
Seriously?
It's so great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wait. You can get it for Windows, Mac. Oh, so you can. Cool.
Windows,
you don't have to.
Mac, Linux,
Oh.
and Windows 8. Sorry,
Wait.
And you
That's
can get it on Steam.
sorry consoles.
Sage, that's hilarious that they put in something like that, and then they offer you to be able to sabotage your so-called competitors, which you don't know any of your competitors, and that you can steal information.
Yeah, one time I sabotaged my competitors and it said the police are looking for you.
Yeah.
The rest of the time I was playing, I was like, they're going to find me. I'm done. I'm out of the gaming business.
Well,
I'm out of the game.
nah. As soon as I was thinking
Wait,
about
is
that stuff, I
sabotage
was
an
just-
actual option that
negative.
stays? I thought it was just like Agent Blowfish that does it.
No, they offer you a bunch of times.
Oh, really?
I just decline it every time because I don't need.
I
to
did it once.
steal.
I felt it bad. I felt it bad.
So, I think I just accidentally found a mod
Nexus.
that is basically
Nexus mods. That's the best place ever.
basically
Sponsor?
it's called Info Stats
Not
mod
really.
that I guess keeps your stats of all the games you make across multiple companies and
Oh,
things like
dude,
that.
that's awesome.
I might download that.
I
All right,
may
guys.
just
So
cheat a
if you
little.
also want those mods, it's on
That's not cheating, that's just- it
nexusmod.com.
just tracks your game stuff.
I guess so.
It's
They actually
how you
offer a lot of mods. That's the place where everyone goes for their Skyrim mods as well. It's pretty nice.
I don't have PC games. Do you guys want some?
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
A guy without money.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to hear some game announcements that came out this week?
some game announcements.
So
Shut up.
re-gaming.
I am off the cuff right now, and it's hurting my head.
It's okay.
He's off the pill.
Okay, so Afro. Afro.
Slipped into your,
Don't worry. We got
slipped
this.
into your gay voice
Don't
a little
worry,
bit there.
you got
Afro. Okay, Afro Samurai is getting a sequel on next gen
I
consoles.
thought it was a reboot.
Reboot.
It says here sequel.
So
Could
shut up.
be. So shut up. But it could be. I don't know. I don't have all the facts. I've never played the game, but now seeing this, kind of interested. I mean, it's probably pretty cheap now.
Anime was amazing. I do not know about the game.
Was it based off of? That was the one where Samuel L. Jackson
Yes.
voiced it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
He voiced the old man, I think.
Exactly.
I thought he voiced Afro Samurai.
No.
Who voiced Afro Samurai?
He voiced Afro.
Some guy. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know. Did
Hold
he
on,
voice
Oh
Afro
no,
Samurai?
he voiced Ninja,
I don't know any of the characters. I'll go home and watch it now.
the Ninja.
Another,
I don't know. Someone post below.
Another announcement was Cat Simulator, I think is what it's called, and it is called
Why
No,
are there
never mind,
so
never mind.
many
It is-
simulators?
Cat Lateral Damage.
Ninja was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
Nailed it.
Um,
Who's Samurai? Who's Afro? Who's Afro?
Afro.
Afro.
Is his name Afro?
Yeah, they call him Afro.
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 Agro. Oh yeah, we play Shadow of the Colossus, and it's super fun.
Yeah, and I demolished.
Yeah.
I demolished my Colossi in like 30 minutes. It was the fastest fight
speed
ever.
Young Afro
Speed
was
ran.
voiced by Crystal Scales, who is a woman.
They usually.
It's a woman.
Did you notice that they cast women a lot to play the younger, like boys in animated stuff?
Yeah. Something that freaked me out whenever I learned it was one Timmy Turner, but like you could tell.
One Timmy Turner versus two.
No, but the second one is Danny Phantom. That's a girl.
Danny Phantom was a girl?
Yeah, and a weird. It like
Bullshit.
it was, and when I saw it, I was like, what? No.
That is some talent.
No.
Hey girl, let me get your number.
Yeah, it is talent. There's so many girls that are able to do like stunning guys' voices. It's crazy.
But yet it doesn't really work the other way. I always feel like anytime a guy tries to do a female voice, he always goes this falsetto thing that just doesn't sound right.
Falsetto.
Yeah.
He like talks like this all the time.
You want to
sure
push
there are
up your
guys that can
glasses
do
when
it
you're
well,
saying
though.
falsetto again?
What?
Nate, I don't think you've learned how to use this yet.
Hey, I'm going to say it every time. Every time.
I'm gonna get nice and
Another-
comfy with my
Another
soda here.
announcements. The
Grab my nuts.
developers, is that the word? I think the developers of Bayonetta,
Platinum Games?
Platinum Games are, I think it's Platinum Games, are
Yes.
working on a new game, and it is Legend of Korra, the game, and it's going to be
Not
kind
going to
of-
play it.
Really?
I hate Legend of Korra.
Really?
I'm the one
I feel
person
like a lot of
who
people like it.
feels
I haven't watched it.
She doesn't learn anything. She's always just does the same stupid crap over and over again, and she literally in the second season I stopped watching because she basically like just became hateable in my eyes.
So
I
she's
don't
like
know.
a normal teenager then.
No, she became like this ridiculous bully, which would just, oh, I'm the Avatar, I can do whatever I want. Oh, something happened, and I'm just gonna use force to fix it. And
I
then
don't
she,
know.
and then
in
it's all.
season-
There's no consequences for anything for her.
I just think
There's never anything.
Even
think-
if the show may not be good, I'm probably still gonna play the game just because I want to. Because Avatar games haven't been good in the past, and it looks like it's getting
Yeah.
picked up by somebody who actually knows what they're doing in this genre.
That would be
so-
quite ironic if it turns out that the series that I hate of Avatar has an amazing game, when the
I gotta watch that.
amazing series had a terrible game.
There's a lot of stuff I gotta watch.
That statement confused me, Nate. I'm really confused.
Don't worry, Sage. Don't worry, Sage. Just keep drinking your soda.
I gotta
The grown-ups are talking.
I gotta watch
Sit in your corner.
talking about Legend of Korra. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, sit in your corner. You haven't even made it to your teens yet, dude. You're
Talking
still watching the Teletubbies over there.
talking about was Nickelodeon show? Is that on Nickelodeon? What show?
Yeah.
Yes, Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, if you're trying to make a retort, you kind of want to know what you're saying before you start talking.
I haven't watched the show. I know Last Airbender was on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
No,
Was it on Cartoon? Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network.
It's
I
owned by
Reruns,
Nickelodeon.
syndication though. Reruns, things
are
like
you
that.
sure?
Yeah, usually that stuff you can only have them on for like a certain number of times, and then they go out to other networks for syndication.
Like with this is going to be syndicated. Yes.
Not exactly the same.
Shut up.
But okay. No. It's like Seinfeld. Like Seinfeld was aired on. I don't remember what
I know.
it originally aired on, but it aired on that one for about 4 times, and then
I know.
after that, other networks could buy the show
Which-
for syndication and reruns.
Yeah,
But they couldn't get it the original
Yeah.
release.
Which, for everyone who doesn't know, syndication is basically after you hit 100 episodes and you have such a strong fan base on TV, you're able to basically sell those old rerun episodes as a license to other networks, which they will pay you to basically show it for filler for their shows. Which is why I Love Lucy is still on TV.
Is it
Ooh.
100 episodes? I didn't think there was a number of the episodes. I thought
Yep.
just thought it had to have a
It's 100
Yeah, it
because
just
then
had to
they
be
have
running.
enough so that they can just jump around wherever they want,
interesting.
and you can sell it to whoever you want.
I didn't know that.
And you're rich.
Yeah, do you guys know how much the Seinfeld Seinfeld makes off of Seinfeld? I mean, like his contract was so ridiculously more.
But it sucks for everybody else, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like everybody else got screwed over.
Well, because
they still make a ton. Cause they're on Seinfeld.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they signed like one-time contracts. They don't get any of the syndication rights. I think only Seinfeld and the writers or the director, I forget who, but they're the ones that only get the syndication money.
Yep.
Everything else was just original sales from the cast.
Yeah.
Or from the rest of the cast.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
It's pretty rough.
Hold on, I need to get some more energy. All right,
Take
what
a
we're
hit
talking
from
about?
Take a hit from your pocket.
So another topic.
Reference.
You guys, I don't know if either. Here, let me see what the two are. I know one of the games. Oh no. For PS Plus members, July 2014, we will be seeing on the PS3.
Are you like reading this straight from your phone?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't even read this. I just now found it.
no,
This is breaking news, everybody.
I'm actually doing
Breaking
this off the cuff, but I'm just trying to find the words. Um,
Brought to you by Lazy
AKA,
Revolver.
I'm reading it right now.
for PlayStation 3, there's Dead Space 2 for free, and Vessel. I don't know what Vessel is. It's probably an indie
Sage.
hit.
Dead Space 2.
Was it Dead Space
Lazy
2 or Dead
Play?
Space 3?
Dead
Did you say
Space
Dead
2.
Space 2 or 3?
2.
Ooh,
2.
I played 2.
You
It's
did?
rough.
It's like bad or like
No,
good rough?
like it's it's brutal. Like there's a
Yeah.
part where you stick a needle in the dude's eye. That's
Ugh.
rough.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
It's hard to
I think I've
watch.
seen that scene.
Wait, it's difficult? Or is it just hard to watch?
I don't know if it's 100% difficult. It's just really that game specifically was to me one of the most effed up games I've ever played because there's an entire section, spoiler by the way. There's an entire section
And you say I'm bad.
that is that's like you're walking through basically an infected daycare, and it's a bunch of like children that are basically children bombs, and they like will run at you and blow up in blood bombs, and so you have to shoot the heads off of little babies running at you. Yeah, I was like watching that and I'm like, this is so fucked up. It's like
Damn.
out of all the games I've ever played, like that one game was pretty fucked up.
Yeah. And then they did Dead Space 3, which they decided to ruin with all the DLC packs.
It was DLC packs, and wasn't it? That was when they first did co-op as well, right?
I didn't have an issue with the co-op.
Jump in,
It
jump
was
out co-op.
It definitely lessened all
Was
the
it
horror.
still? Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
just about to ask because it seemed like it was more of an action.
Well, they were going with that.
game
I mean,
and-
they kind of slowly went that way anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
even the horror in Dead Space 2
They're
was
pulling
still
a Resident Evil.
it was still a well-lit hallway, you know, everywhere that a monster could come out of, most likely will come out of. Like, you can see that there's a wall texture and then one texture that's just a little bit different because that's the animated wall that's supposed to break. And, like, you know, it's not as scary, but it's like there's some really effed up things you have to do in that game that, you know, are kind of weird.
Hey, but Dead Space 3, infinite stomping.
Actually, I think this
Headbanging.
article I may be reading is wrong on Dead
Foot of
Space
Thor.
2.
Yes.
It may be Dead Space 3 because from this picture I'm seeing, it does say Dead Space 3.
Dead Space
And that's
what?
the official photo from Sony. So it actually looks like it's Dead Space 3. But I can confirm that
To be
later.
continued.
I
Dead
can
Space for
confirm
what?
that later.
If it's Dead Space 3, I'm down to play it.
Now I'm
but
the
I'm
only
not
one that would
buying
care.
any
but
of those packs.
do you know what's coming out on Microsoft for next month?
Not
No.
yet. I'm gonna load that up after I'm done with PlayStation's lineup because I'm not done with it. Sir, sit down.
Well, I think we need to address
I want to know, but I want to know.
best lineup that came out of E3. Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah. I could see it.
Looked interesting, but I mean, like I said, to me it's all the same stuff.
I just
know.
think this year to me wasn't that crazy in general.
Just E3
Most of the stuff
was,
they talked about was
yeah.
lackluster.
E3 was disappointing this year.
It wasn't bad. It just I didn't see anything
It was
that I didn't already
disappointing.
know about or that was mind blowing.
I cried
3 times.
as I died.
Here, let me get out these PlayStation 4 games. There's only 2. PlayStation
Just silently stare at you for that comment.
PlayStation 4 coming July 2014. We'll get Towerfall Ascension, which you may not know, but it's this really fun arcade-esque 4-player game. So that could be really fun for us to play maybe sometime.
Yeah, post below if you guys want us to play Towerfall.
Yeah,
we're probably gonna play it anyways. But
yeah, I've seen stuff on it and it looks pretty good.
Y'all. Fuck the audience. We don't give a shit.
The other thing I'm really excited for, I've never played the old games, but it looks fun. Strider, the new Strider, the revamp.
Water Strider, from the Tuxedo, the Jackie Chan movie.
It's it's a ninja.
What kind of reference was that?
It's a ninja called Strider, and the game used
the name
to be
Strider
on.
is like
There's so many other things.
Water
list
Strider.
Strider.
Old
hey
consoles.
man, I told you guys, Lightspeed Podcast. You better keep up with all the references. We're gonna be going all over the place. Yeah.
So World War II.
Yeah, all over the place like World War II. Well, it didn't go all over the place because they never. Did you guys notice that no war has really hit straight American soil?
Yeah, but I mean, Iron Sky kind of.
Well, I mean,
hit that on
Civil War.
And I mean, speaking of Iron Sky,
Mexican.
Wolfenstein had moon Nazis, so those two were probably pretty similar. Speaking of moon Nazis, Hydra, Hail Hydra. Captain America was pretty great.
Captain America was amazing.
Oh,
Captain
we
America
actually have
2
a
was
friend
pretty cool.
who worked on that film. He was a crew member on that.
I don't think he
time of his
actually
life.
did get. I don't think he got a credit in the.
He was on IMDb.
Oh,
He didn't get it in the actual scrolling credits, unfortunately.
that sucks. But at least
Credits
he
cost
was
money.
at least he was within 100 meters of Hada.
Shout out to Neil, by the way, on the Lazy Revolver podcast. Neil,
Who's
we know
Neil?
you're listening.
Who's Neil?
All the way from
Neil what?
Neil Marcus.
I don't want to say his.
You
I
don't
know if I
even
wanna
know
say
his last name.
I know his last name. I don't know if I want to say his last name.
Why? Because they're gonna look him up.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys want to know Sage's last name?
we've
They already
said
know that.
we've
yeah.
said my last name in somewhere probably.
Maybe.
They'll never know my
I've
last
said your
name.
last
no.
name.
They'll never know.
Neil, we love you. I'm not gonna plug your
I love you
IMDb,
too.
though.
Yeah.
I don't
Hopefully
know you,
come
but I
back
love you.
soon, because I can't deal with these people anymore.
Okay.
What do you mean these people? How dare you? How
PS
dare you?
Vita. PS Vita's free games for July is Doki Doki Universe, and some Japanese bullshit. I don't know.
What are you doing with your
Just
belt?
give me a second.
Don't question it. Just take it.
You want to fight?
PS Vita. Okay, it's Murama-sama Rebirth, and it actually looks pretty cool from what I'm seeing. Samurai, Japanese. What are you doing with your belt, bud?
You're a little bit late there, sir.
I put
Were
it
you
back.
just reading from your phone and didn't see that?
I was putting my belt back on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, but
Just
from
whip my
that,
dick out on this podcast.
since none of us
No one
really
will know.
care / know
Everyone
about
will
Vita
know
all that much.
When you start screaming because we threw you out
Which
the
is
window.
why we should talk about it.
No, I said segueing.
Segue.
Microsoft. Here's what you wanted.
Microsoft.
For Xbox 360, we got Gotham City Imposters.
Ooh, that one's gonna be a cool one.
And
Is it
I've seen a lot of stuff from that game. It looks interesting.
as cool as Arkham?
personally-
Well, no, it's a first person shooter.
Because I get Arkham.
It's a first person shooter, so it's completely different from.
Also not as
That kinda
not
game
as
at
good.
all.
Not as awesome.
Yeah, it's not.
Can't
as
be
awesome.
as-
It's an arcade game.
You get
You
that
can't
on
be
July
Batman.
1st. You get that on July 1st.
Yeah, I know. You're a Batman imposter. It's in the name. Arkham City Imposters.
I'm not an imposter.
Congratulations, Nate.
I am Batman.
July 16th, though, you'll be getting Battle Block Theater, which I am much more excited
Ooh,
about.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks like a really fun game.
So
Yeah.
far, I think you just listed two of the best Microsoft. Microsoft has two great games coming out.
But Xbox One's lineup, not
Xbone.
that impressive to me, but
Don't
I
have
guess
it,
other people
so-
may like it. Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship
Actually-
Edition.
Actually, a lot of people are really excited for that. Guacamelee has a huge fan base. It's
No,
really
I
weird.
know.
I've never played it, but I've heard so much about it.
I know, but I feel like most people already have it on the respective PC. And
So
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same thing with Minecraft, man. If people like it, they'll buy it on every.
Oh yeah, PS4 is getting
Thing they
Minecraft
can.
soon.
Really?
Yeah.
The PlayStation 3 version didn't do that well, though, did it?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Everyone
didn't really do that well.
Everyone who's gonna play Minecraft played it on a PC.
Or on Xbox once it came out, because the Xbox sales were almost as big as PC.
And then Max.
It's true. That's metrics. You can't really roll your eyes at that.
Max, the
I'm not rolling my
Curse
eyes.
of Brotherhood is the other free game for Xbox One. Don't know what that is. Let me read GameSpot's review.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my
We
god.
need a GameSpot.
I'm so excited for this part of the podcast, guys. I'm gonna.
Hey guys, let's play a video, right? You guys like videos? You like me playing videos into my mic?
Speaking of videos, the internet has a really great.
Yeah. Wait,
Did you
so
hear
what
the
were we
internet
talking?
was invented? Some guy named Al Gore did something. I don't know.
Really?
What guy's name? Al Gore?
Al Gore invented the internet.
What are you doing?
I've always been told it's called a padiddle when a car only has one headlight. So I have one song that says driving a padiddle with a burnt out fuse.
What is that?
That's all you needed to know. He drives a padiddle with a burnout fuse. You're welcome.
Get off this podcast. Just go. Just like, turn it off. Turn your
trying.
phone off.
Well, now I'm interested in his
This
padiddle.
is you see what happens, Sage, when you decide to go against the host?
I am
Anarchy.
the hostess with the mostest.
You want to know what happens when you try to get rid of Batman?
Speaking of the host, Ho-Hos. Ho-Hos are delicious, which are also made by the same company that makes Twinkies. Twinkies can survive a nuclear holocaust. Speaking of a nuclear holocaust, Iraq and their nuclear weapons.
Twinkies
Crazy
can't
guys.
survive a nuclear First off, nuclear holocaust? What?
Do you know what else comes after the nuclear
Well,
holocaust? Fallout New
Twinkies
Vegas.
can
Fallout New
live.
Vegas was a great game, guys. I really
Twinkies
like
aren't
Fallout New
alive.
Vegas.
Okay,
You know
no,
what
no.
else I like? Vegas.
No.
What
From
stays in
Fallout-
Vegas happens in Vegas,
From
right?
Fallout 4 or Fallout
I'm
New Vegas.
sorry,
Where's
guys.
Fallout 4? That's my only question. I propose.
I'm
it.
pretty sure they're
There's-
going
hey.
MMO next.
I'm pretty sure
No.
Fallout 4 is going to
I
show up
don't- The whole
next E3 along with Kingdom Hearts 3.
It better.
Final
if
Fantasy
it doesn't.
15.
If it doesn't,
do you
I'll
get the
be
joke he's
Agency.
making?
I'd shut up. Wait, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a thing though.
You know what else is a thing?
I swear to God, if you say
The Last
the
Guardian.
fucking Last Guardian.
Hey, they showed stuff. It's a thing. So was the Agency. So was Half-Life 3.
No, but if Fallout
Totally cut me off.
if Fallout 4 is an MMO, it defeats the whole purpose.
Well, it won't be Fallout.
I just
Of
want
the
to
game.
say that I
MMO.
think we
That still defeats the whole purpose of the game. It's to feel like a badass. That's the point of the game. You're this lone survivor with maybe a few companions here and there,
yeah, agreed.
and you travel the desert and you
Yeah.
go city to city. It's not cool when there's a million people around you, like
Skyrim,
Yeah.
MMO,
Jack
Elder
and-
Scrolls.
Did
Online.
terribly.
Actually, I think it's doing pretty
So
well
many
still.
bugs that literally everyone who played Skyrim cried.
Not Skyrim. Elder
they
Scrolls
died.
Online.
No, people who played Skyrim
Stop making that
just cried.
reference.
All right, but I
No
will
one's gonna
say
get that, and
I will
don't
agree
wanna
with you.
explain it.
I will agree with you. It will be a lot. It will be very difficult to feel like a OP badass
Yeah.
in a game that never comes out.
That's not where I was going.
Half-Life 3,
Speaking of never coming out,
Full
gays,
circle. never coming out. Final Fantasy 15.
the homosexual
Called
agenda.
The what?
I used to be a part of that.
Did you say the homosexual simulator?
The homosexual agenda, but close enough.
What? We're gonna get
Guys.
so much hate.
Guys, I got a game idea.
It's
Guys,
it's a Cards Against Humanity card.
Sage may he does not speak for Lazy Revolver.
Speaking of Lazy Revolver, video games are great.
Video games exist. in
Is
the
this what
world.
happens when you drink soda? You just ramble on about random stuff?
Says the guy who can't seem to keep us. Damn it!
Says the guy who can't
Who
complete
can't
a
Form a
sentence.
sentence.
I'm gonna vomit on all of you.
Dude, you're the first on
It's
my
his
bio
defense
list.
mechanism. Watch out! It's like a nuke.
Oh,
Just
God.
So that's what that sound
Just
is.
make some
It's
really
like,
gross
is that
sounds.
is that your warning? Is that your warning call?
pretty much.
Oh my god!
I do want to make a shout out though. We've been this
Shout
past week,
out!
You just peaked everything.
I would like to make. I can't do it.
Okay, I would like to make okay, I'll speak for him. We're gonna make a shout out for the whole Arizona film industry right now. There's a great company, Gas Masks Films, which is coming up with a app basically about this zombie apocalypse map, and getting together like all the indies around the world. This is an international thing, and they're basically filming their perspective of how an outbreak would happen in their region. It's awesome. You guys should look it up. I do not know the name at the second.
It's called Zombie Map.
Okay, so what he said, and it is, if you guys want to film something, just do it, because this thing is gonna be, it's gonna be awesome.
The really cool thing I like about Zombie App is gonna be, and the Kickstarter is gonna be coming up in the next couple of months. So it's a couple months out. We just got off a lot of sets. We literally, there was at least, I believe, so far they're up to about 8 or 9 different directors. And the really cool thing about that is that each director has their own style. And so, like, not every zombie is a horror zombie film or a dramatic zombie film. There's we've seen comedy ones. We've seen military sim ones. There's a couple people. They've already reached out to a couple people all over the United States, and they're hoping to even extend it further.
Yeah.
But the great thing is it's an app that anyone can get, and you can start looking and view all these films and being able to see exactly, I mean, what you said, how they break out. Yeah. Obviously, more information is going to come out as the Kickstarter comes, but it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
heard
really
they
cool.
got some people from France and Dubai to actually start submitting stuff.
Really, that's very interesting. I definitely know that they have a huge roster already.
Yeah,
and they haven't even hit the Kickstarter yet. So once the Kickstarter goes up, be on the lookout for that in the future. Zombie Map. I mean, it is a bunch of local Arizona, but really they're trying to do something bigger than just Arizona.
Yeah, international.
What is this? Mm-hmm. Get off your phone. Get off.
I'm looking for news because you guys
off your phone.
Yeah.
Your face.
That video was not supposed to start.
Is ugly.
Your face is stupid.
Whoa, dude, that's kind of harsh.
Zombie Map.
Zane, your face isn't ugly. Your
Thank
brother's
you.
jealous of your beautiful face.
Actually,
Thank you.
Anyways, guys,
a big thing for this, and a big reason why we bring up Zombie Map is we actually got asked to do a film for them, which hopefully we can film after. We're waiting until after RTX, but we're gonna see if we can get one of our own films up on
and
Zombie
for all
Map.
of our viewers, after RTX, we're going to be hitting that channel hard, and you guys are going to be loving all the content.
We're going to be tapping that channel left and right.
I hope you guys love
We're
the
going to
content.
make that channel our bitch. I love how we're saying, like, we're going to do better at our own channel. Hey, guys, we're going to actually take this seriously. We were just trying to make money before, but now we're real. Hey,
Wait,
guys.
wouldn't you be real if you're trying to make money?
No.
Yeah,
No.
okay, fine.
Because you're trying to make money off of YouTube. That doesn't happen.
That doesn't exist.
It doesn't. There's no such thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
We do it. We do it just for you. You lovely people. See, this is why I was making love to my pop filter earlier.
You want to
so I
sing
can
them a song?
Rape their ears.
Why don't you sing them some Barry White? I'm pretty sure it would get him.
Speaking of songs, guitars are really nice.
Speaking of guitars, there's soundtracks. Video games have soundtracks.
I love how that's where you end it. It's just
Okay,
that's
good.
Soundtracks.
Okay, I can jump off of that though, but
Congratulations,
Shadow of the
mate.
Colossus,
Oh my god.
amazing soundtrack. I mean,
Oh.
it's just so majestic. It's just
something in the mic. I got
Oh,
it on my
so-
phone.
I feel sad to say that, but it's just I haven't heard such great music in forever.
Well, they have to have good music in that game. There's very little dialogue to really push the story and emotion along.
Yeah, and they can't add in a patch later to just fix stability issues or something because they had
PlayStation 2.
to finish
Yeah, that's a
it back then.
PlayStation 2 game, dude. That's freaking
Very
crazy.
pretty PlayStation 2 game. I mean, it still looks very blocky. But it's cool as
Is
hell.
it just me or was it like the introduction of the internet to gaming gave them a cushion to be able to just add in so much more
We've made it to the podcast
after
of
they
Nathan's
decided
bitching hour.
to release the game? Like, there isn't a single game anymore, other than maybe indies, where you get it on the first day, you put it in your system, and you can just play it.
Dun,
You have to
dun,
either
dun,
install
dun,
it or
dun,
there's an
dun,
update.
dun, dun.
No, you gotta play a small
Or
violin.
correction, you always have to install it, but there's usually always an update.
I'm just trying to give the audience something else to listen to.
You know what? Fine. Done. You
No,
guys-
I understand what
You know
you're
what?
saying, though. I got you.
I have a gun,
I agree. Oh God.
Okay, Nate, seriously.
and you will listen to me.
Okay, guys, Nate, please. You're
We're all friends
scaring the
here.
children. You're scaring me.
Speaking of guns, bullets.
The
bullets.
children?
Speaking of
The
bullets,
children
bullet
got
time.
scared off
Speaking
when
of
they-
bullet time. Max Payne 4.
Okay, you know
That's
what?
not a
Fine.
thing.
Speaking
That's
of
not yet.
speaking of children, you remember that kid that you threw up at freaking Game
I threw
Works?
up a kid.
Yeah.
I thought I threw up on a kid.
I thought you
Whole
threw
different
up a
story.
kid.
I hope people are just
Throw-
tuning into this and are like,
Yeah.
"Wait, this guy threw up on a kid."
No, I threw up a kid. I ate the kid
Yeah, yeah,
first and then threw him.
That's
up.
how babies are made. I heard.
Now, going back. Awkward,
Wait,
awkward segue back to what we were talking about. The
wait.
one-
So how does he get
God damn
pregnant?
it, Nate. God damn it, Nate. I was
Does
trying
he just
to get off it.
swallow?
It's like mouth
And then
stuff.
it's
I
just-
don't know.
The one I'm hitting the blinds. The one thing I will say about early release games and games that aren't finished when they come out that I think is great. That is I realize this is kind of being nitpicky. I love all the alpha jokes. I love all the jokes you can make about a game that's poorly made at poorly made stages. Like The Forest came out, and a lot of people have been playing The Forest lately. The Let's Plays in those are so funny because the game is so buggy that it's like you just sit there and make fun of it. Like the game could actually be a really good idea and have a really good story and a
No, I
really
think
good
it is.
mechanics.
I think it's amazing, but it's got bugs.
But because it's so buggy, you get to make fun of it all the time. It's personally, I think that's awesome, and I love that.
for me, I just
Maybe.
think it's more the user experience where you get
Maybe.
to talk back and forth. I think that's the main
Yeah.
reason I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Other than that, I agree with Nate that it was nice whenever it was kind of
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
the game
Yeah.
is done, finished, give it to
I
me.
mean,
I
but that
completely agree,
thing,
but you don't get that now. You wouldn't
Yeah.
get that then. You wouldn't get the Skyrim type bugs that are
We
just
got-
funny and weird.
we got demos,
yeah.
and we had
Convenience.
and we just had bugs where it was all, it's just in there.
Now, the one thing I will say, demos actually hurt sales more than they help sales.
I
That's why
feel
you don't get any
maybe.
demos anymore. The whole point of a demo is to give the audience a taste of what you're getting.
Yeah.
But the problem with demos is either people who have a hype or an itch for a game, if they play the demo, half of them will be like, all right, that satisfied my itch. I don't need to get the game anymore. Or they'll just replay the demo.
I don't understand that,
Some
though.
people
Yeah.
will play the game and be like, oh no, this isn't what I thought it was at all.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to get it. Or some people who were going to get it no matter what probably didn't need a demo to get it. So it's like you're now a 2 out of 3 lost
Maybe.
sales. That's how a demo really works. That's why you don't see any demos
Yeah.
anymore. And it's really sad.
But I
it's-
feel like alphas are filling demos right now. But because alphas are so buggy, people will just talk bad about it, and people will be all, "Well, I'm not gonna get the game because it's just fucking buggy." But then you're all, "Well, it's an alpha." But then people are all, "Well, this is this, and this
we're
happened
back
in the
to
story."
Nathan's bitch hour.
I'm sorry, but there are some games where you just play it, and you just get satisfied with it, and you just stop playing it. So if you get an alpha and you just start playing it, you're not gonna
True.
continue playing it when it's finally finished.
True, but here's my point. Here's the counterpoint I'm going to make. Difference between a demo and an alpha. Demo's free. Alpha, you pay the full game price for it, so they got their money. It doesn't matter. There's a demo you don't pay for, and if you do pay for a demo, usually it's $2 or $3.
I'll sum that up into two
Alpha,
things.
you can pay the full price, and you got a game.
I'll sum that into two things: customer, industry. On to the next topic.
Speaking of customers and industries, Target's pretty great. Target uses a bow and arrow. Bow and arrows are really cool. The Thief.
Speaking of jokes that have died, dead jokes. Sorry.
Speaking of podcasts that are over, this one actually, right now, at this very moment.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
And hard cut. It's not over. It's not over. Final thoughts on Nazis. Go Zane.
Nazis.
They were okay.
Final thoughts.
What?
Final thoughts, Nate, on Chinese democracy.
China doesn't have a democracy. It's dictatorship. You
Great job.
idiot.
And South Korea is the best country ever.
Oh.